So here was I scrolling through TikTok and I came upon this post, and this literally took me 30 seconds to process because this had to be one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen in the One Piece community. And I was just surprised that somebody that claims to be a One Piece fan would actually post something like this. But then again, this got me thinking that if we were to rank the Straw Hat crew logically, that means we're removing any relationship, any emotions, any character bias, and we're just ranking them based on essential, very useful, replaceable, barely, or dead weight. How exactly am I going to rank the Straw Hat crew? So in today's video, I was like, why don't I do it? So yeah, in today's video, I want to rank the Straw Hat crew according to their usefulness. So yeah, I've done a video like this in the past. So this is going to be like a version 2, but we're going to use this ranking system to determine the usefulness of each Straw Hat crew. And I know a lot of people will be angry, so please try to bear with me. And I would love to see your own comment on how you would place each of them in regards to the image that I just showed you. So before we start this video, guys, please make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you comment, and also make sure you click the notification bell so that you always know anytime I drop a video. Guys, we are trying to make it to 1,500 subscribers by the end of the month, so I would really appreciate if you do like, share, and subscribe. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get right into the video. So now we know that currently, as of now, there are 10 characters that makes up the Straw Hat crew. So now the thing is, I'm going to be ranking them according to their usefulness. Like I originally explained, it's going to be the essential, very useful, replaceable, barely, and deadweight. And to make this video very interesting, I'm going to start with Luffy, then make my way down to someone like Usopp, so that it's going to be very easy for everyone to understand. So when we take somebody like Luffy, where are we going to put him in our list? It's very obvious at this point that we're definitely going to put him at the essential. Why? Because not only is he the protagonist, he's literally the one that is carrying One Piece. So at this point, if he's not at the essential, then where is he? Because without Luffy, there wouldn't be any Straw Hat Pirates, and without any Straw Hat Pirates, essentially we won't be enjoying One Piece the way that we do enjoy One Piece. It makes sense that Luffy takes the essential spot. Now going to Zoro, and this is where it's going to be controversial for a lot of people, but hear me out. Zoro, to me, I feel is very replaceable. No. Don't click off this video and let me explain, because this is me trying to rank them logically. So the first question I would ask myself is, what importance does Zoro add to the Straw Hat crew? And yeah, I can list some of the most important things that Zoro does, like keep Luffy in check. So anytime Luffy is going through anything, he knows that he can always depend on Zoro. And in a scenario where Luffy is missing, we all know that someone like Zoro can step up as the new captain. So that one is very essential. We all know that Zoro is powerful in his right, so that is very good. And essentially, he acts like the enforcer in the crew, where anytime crew members step out of line, he is the one that has to drag them back in if Luffy fails to do so. So understand when I say that I know the importance of Zoro, and this is not me hating on his character or anything. But the reason why I would keep him at replaceable is because someone like Junpei essentially can do the same thing Zoro can do. But the only thing that makes Junpei better than Zoro is the fact that he also can navigate the ship. So like I said, someone like Zoro, I would have to keep him in the replaceable category. Now, I know what you guys are saying, but this is just what I think. Going to the next on our list, we have somebody like Franky, and Franky is just very useful. So he stays where he is in the list. Franky is just too useful of a crewmate at this period, because not only does he modify the ship, he also takes care of it, and we all know how important that is in trying to conquer the One Piece. So yes, Franky stays in a very useful category. And we already talked about Junpei. Definitely I'll put him in the essential or useful, because like I said, not only can he do everything Zoro can do, he can do more. So definitely for a crew like the Straw Hat Pirates to survive, we would 100% need someone like Junpei. So Junpei takes the essential spot for me. Now moving on to Usopp, I'm very sorry to say, but he is deadweight at this point. Like, it's so sad that such a character that was so unique at first is essentially deadweight at this period. Now this is not me trying to say I hate Usopp, because I really love Usopp as a character, but I just don't like the fact that at this period he really isn't contributing that much to the team. And as much as I would love to say that he adds value to the team, I can't really say that at this period, because essentially he is deadweight. He is the definition of deadweight. He's not holding his own. We can see that a lot of crew members have not only been useful, but they have improved in their abilities. But someone like Usopp just stays the same, and it's really terrible at this period. I really do hope that going forward Usopp probably becomes more useful to the story. so that he is not just staying there and he's not just acting like a dead weight. So yeah, moving on to Sanji. Sanji is very useful. I wouldn't say he's essential, but Sanji is very useful because not only is he very powerful as a warrior, but he's also a cook, and we all know how important a cook is. I wouldn't say it's very essential for all pirates to have a cook, but for the Straw Hat crew, definitely it's very useful to have a cook and to have somebody that is as strong as Sanji. So Sanji to me would be in the very useful category, and I feel that is just the perfect position for someone like Sanji. So moving on to the next, we have Nico Robins, and Nico Robins too, I have to put that in a very useful category because not only can she read the poneglyphs and understand them, but we all know the level of importance that ability is. It's very essential to finding and understanding the One Piece. So without somebody like Nico Robin, it would definitely take the Straw Hat crew longer to locate the One Piece, and she is just that useful in the team. So she definitely takes the useful category. Going to someone like Brook, I would say he would be in the barely useful category, in the sense that the only redeeming feature I can give him is his Devil Fruit ability that allows him to leave his body. So he is very useful when it comes to espionage. So definitely I can give him that. He is definitely not dead weight, but at this point I would say he's barely useful to the team. So he takes the barely section. Someone like Chopper. Chopper is essential because we do know the injuries and the amount of dangers that await every pirate. So it's very essential that they have a doctor, and Chopper is just that useful. So I don't think anybody would disagree with me when I say that it's essential to the survival of the Straw Hat crew. Because yeah, Luffy is a dumbass, and I feel that without Chopper, at a particular point, Luffy would just definitely collapse. So to me, I feel Chopper is very important. Moving on to the last person in the crew, which is Nami. Nami is 100% essential. She is not very useful. Nami is 100% essential. Why? Because she is in charge of the navigation, and we all know how important that is, because without her, I am pretty sure that the Straw Hat crew would have met their end. Because we have to take into account that most of them are Devil Fruit users. That means they can't swim. So if they don't have a capable navigator and their ship were to sink, well, I'm pretty sure you know what's coming next. Someone like Luffy would not survive because he would drown because he can't swim. So definitely I feel Nami is essential to the Straw Hat crew. I know that this is a very long video, but I really just needed to put this out because when I saw this post, I was just so angry. I was like, is this person really a One Piece fan, or this person is trolling at this period? And to me, I feel this was actually a very nice video to watch. So I would love to know your comment down in the comment section. Rank it according to this list. Let me also see how you would rank them. I would definitely love to interact with each and every one of you down in the comment section. And guys, remember, we're trying to reach 1,500 subscribers before the ending of this month. So please and please, make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you follow. And I'll be seeing you guys later.